9:43 Eastern. I'm in NVIDIA off this inside fiver. The day looks like this. Almost filled the gap. Really wish it would have, but again, the target is outside weak. I talked about not being able to swing it, and that is a-okay. I don't know why this says weekly open. This is old, very old. Weekly opens way down here. But yeah, so that's what I'm in right now. I'm going to try and do a few more like along the way commentary trades. A problem, right? So yesterday, let's get back to the five. Yesterday I took the 197 fives. They were like $31, right? They're like probably close to 80 now. But because I have so little in the account, like I can't take an $80 trade. That's too much risk. And actually I'll put my stop, or at least my alert right there. So I had to get a $200 contract, which is, I mean, it's Wednesday, so it's okay, but I don't want to be that far out of the money. This is what it looks like here now. So we're down about $3. Not ideal, 7%. So yeah, we'll just have to kind of see how we go. I'm watching SPY for a long. I think it just may give it to us. I don't know why all-time high is there. This is incorrect. Yikes, I need to get my shit together. But yeah, I definitely want to take SPY off of like a 15 or a 30, just because it'll cook you if it doesn't, if you don't. But we could see 700 today. Let's see. Gold's obviously going nuts. So we'll also have to see about that. New 15 is here. This will dictate what I do on SPY. I think I just got triggered. Yeah. This is not an actionable signal. Right? So taking this is a risk. There's your actionable signal on the 3. I don't really trade on the 3. Let's see if I put my together yeah, it's not actionable. It's just not a risk I want to take this early in the day. No need for it. All right, I think I'll just like make small videos today and parcel them all together into one long one. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. All right, it wasn't actionable. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing though. Okay. This 15er, right? It went up, but it wasn't actionable. So that's the whole concept of like, you don't have to be the first one in. It's not necessary to take that risk. When really we have a gap down possibility, not a gap down, sorry, a gap fill possibility on SPY. Yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. I'm definitely going to get out of NVIDIA here. Risk is too high. Lost about $10, maybe 12, $10. Okay, so obviously not ideal, but we have $60 to work with, which is what we had yesterday, right? I hate that for me, but we'll see how we go. Also, I'll fix the sound eventually on these videos. All right. I completely forgot that it's FOMC. I'm out of all my trades. It's not worth the risk with the amount of money that I have. That's crazy. I completely forgot. So, all these movers, SPY, and what helped me remember is SPY is like wildly overpriced. Let's look. Contracts like $4 of the money should be within like the $30 to $20 range. Look at this. Let's see. Where are we at? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. They're a little high on the upside. Wildly high on the downside. Why has it put me so far up? 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 75, 57. Yeah, this is SPY's overpriced. Which for me indicates, you know, the market movers know something I don't, which is true most of the days. But yeah, FOMC with the amount that we have, literally no reason to fuck around and find out type of thing. So I'm gonna go do other things with my day. My exit on NVIDIA was probably ill-advised. You should definitely wait for fibers to close. But Again, FOMC, it's just not worth it. I'll take that little hit, and then just come back later once things have really settled in. I do think Nvidia's going to go outside week, but again, to have the 200 contracts, it's just so. I need to start deleting shit. So far away, right? Um, maybe I take this again. I've already spent so much. Damn. I kind of wish I would have held it for the fivers. I reckon you can call that a panic sell, which doesn't feel good. Still quite a bit of time on 15er. I'm thinking. I just don't know if it's worth it for the amount of money I have. I think I'm just going to let this trade go. The $200 contracts I originally paid $38 for. Jesus. That wasn't smart. Yeah, that was really not smart. But regardless, I paid 38, took out at 26. I reckon these will probably go to about 55. But that's all right. That is all right. Spy's going to chop you up most of the day. All right, done. Okay, this is why you should walk away. I couldn't resist this 15er on the Spy. This is my new all-time high. Ah, shit. Come on. This is my new all-time high. We filled the gap. I think we're going to go outside day. That would be my ideal, which I did mention would make me very happy previously. I'm in super, super light, super far out of the money, FOMC, not the most conducive to the size of my portfolio, but nonetheless, here we are. Is this going to update? Let's see. That's strange. Okay, in the meantime, we'll just look at this. My first alert is here. Ideally we get to ADR, right? Which would be 694.50-ish. I'll stay in this trade unless we flip the day back green, right? As long as we're underneath daily open, I can get rid of the gap. It's filled. We should be good to go. So this is where we're hanging out. Let's see what the 4 hour looks like. Should be, yeah, lovely. So outside 4 hours, my first alert of stop moving, or moving my stops, pardon me. And hopefully this is updated so you can see, yeah, 14%. Ideally we just make back what we sort of gave away this morning on Nvidia, but time will tell. We shall see. I don't want to take a big loss on anything. I don't know how many times I'm going to say FOMC, but I'm tired of saying it. So there is that. No 5 against, no reason to exit. My entry was also a 5er entry if I'm got this right? 1, 2, 2 down, 15. Oop. Would give me the same area of situation. New 30s off of a shooter 30. This looks prime. Okay, so had I been paying more attention, if it wasn't FOMC, I would get closer to the money, probably make a lot more. But want to protect ourselves. I paid like $15, $16. You know, the best that could happen is it goes to probably about $40, which we'll take with pleasure, right? That'll put us where we want to be, about here, right? Which is where we wanted to be by Friday morning. So, okay, happy with it. We'll definitely get to a place where we can buy more than one contract. Yeah, that's about all I have to say for that. So now I'm actually walking away. I'm gonna go do more fun things with my live. Okay, daily open. Great. Just making sure my stops are where they need to be. And my curiosity about Nvidia. Yeah, I've gone back and forth on this one. So that's a great indication that I should not be trading it. This could also go outside day. That would be crazy. All right. I've made crazy rookie mistakes today. First of which, so I showed my initial short. My stop was daily open. I wasn't able to hold it. This just killed it, right? So it goes all the way down here. You're only up 25, maybe 30%. By the time you get back up here, you're down however much. So rough scenario ultimately. Then this drop happens. You just want to get in, right? You see this inside 5, like, okay, great, gonna get in. We come close to ADR and it just goes back up, right? So, and I know it's FOMC. Like, I know that means it's gonna chop around today. And yet there's still this like part that's of you that's just like, I want to make the money. Like, I want to get to a point where the money doesn't feel so tight. So, you take another trade and you get cooked, and then you get this, what feels like a really nice setup. But you don't want to be buying at the low of the day, right? And I know that. And here I am still doing it, right? So then you get this really nice setup, right? This, let me draw some lines for you. So if you enter here, and on the 5, that would be a 325, right? On the 15, that is a 3215. On the 30, it's an inside 30 down, right? For the hour continuation, right? It looks good. It makes you feel like, yeah, like you finally caught this short. You had a few mistakes, no big deal. But you get into that. So let's stay on the 5. Easy. Let's stay on the 5. You get into that, right? Comes down, and then it comes back up, right? So this just kills it. And then you see this again, right? Another 3-2. What does a 15er look like? Looks like a failed 2 up, down. What's a 30 look like? Less than ideal, but it could, continue on the hour, right? So you keep playing this game back and forth, and all you're doing is just giving up more money. Like, I'm looking at this now and I'm just thinking this could be the short, right? Because ultimately, at this point, as I mentioned previously, you want the outside day. This is your ultimate goal. So why not get into another short? That's another, what, $1.50? Maybe just like right at $1. You could do probably about 45, depending on what contract you get. You can do 100 to 45% on that trade, but you keep giving money away, right? This whole time. And so this is just sort of rookie stuff. So we're down almost 30% on the day, right? The goal is to make 30% on the day. So there's that. That's where we are. Nvidia call did fine that I mentioned earlier. I'm not in it. But yeah, that was the earlier mention. That doesn't seem right. Oh, okay, it came back from the low. Okay. But yeah, when your portfolio is the size of what it is, it's just not where you want to be. You definitely, especially during FOMC, like that's just rookie shit. You definitely want to be trading on the bigger time frames. So again, this is your short and you just have to hold it, or you just can't trade during FOMC. Those are the options.